Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, wherever you are in the world. This is Reverend Rolando Gomez Camon, or Apo at Agama.
And Reverend Alvinus Quetesentin or Lakay Mapaya Agama.
Streaming live via stream.io that is distributed over Roku
Pagan World TV, Magic TV,
and through Corellis Live, which can be watched over our Facebook pages and YouTube channel.
today. Join me and Apo Adman for a 4 hours of streaming as we present together our program, which is
Pinoy Witch Talk. And to start with our program, may I invite everyone to join us as we observe the full moon in honoring the Diwata of the Tboli Indigenous tribe that can be found in the South Cotabato, which is a province in Mindanao, southern Philippines.
to start with our ritual. Let us cleanse first ourselves by invoking the power of the element of water.
So in order to do that, may I ask everyone who is watching right now, no, to grab a glass of drinking water and hold it with your both hands and place it in your chest. So now, if you have your glass of water in front of you, take a slow, deep breath as you hold the glass of water in front of your chest. Take a little sip of the water and notice how it tastes. Continue to breathe. This time, as you inhale, imagine the air is the breath coming from the divine energy entering your life. As it gets into you, it touches all the uncleanliness within you, whether it is in a form of illness, trauma, anxiety, depression, or physical illness, whether it be AIDS, cancer, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, kidney problems, liver problem, and so on. Now, ask the water which is in the glass that you hold. By the power of the element of water, fellow creature of the divine, I ask you to cleanse us from all of our uncleanliness and flush away all the unwanted energies that dwells within us. By the power of the great divine, this is our will, and it is so. Mayari na.
Mayari na.
Now let us drink the water in our glass.
By the great power that creates us, we thank you, water, for your wonderful work. We recognize all the taste that you have told me, acknowledge it to be part of my life. Now we thank you for your wonderful works and dismiss all the negative energies that envelop my life. We are clean, we are pure, we are new. This is our will with aiming harm to none. As we create and manifest this, and it shall be done.
Mayari na.
Now let us pray the agamic invocation which Apo Adman wrote in 2004 as an inspiration in establishing the shrine of Luntiang Agama.
Let us pray. Glory and honor to the great power that creates us in the whole universe.
O great divine spirit, the creator, the protector, and the almighty.
Plant in us your children, the seed of love that will bring peace to all mankind.
That peace, when it grow, will transcend all understanding that will guard our hearts and mind in you.
Let that understanding grow and branch forth in us with knowledge.
The knowledge of truth, reverence, and true humility of all beings, seen and unseen.
May you allow that knowledge to bud for us with a flower of wisdom.
A wisdom that will guide us in our daily life in this plane of existence.
A wisdom that harms none, that brings forth in us perfect equilibrium and harmony to all beings.
So that in the end, we may enjoy our life fulfilled and will taste the fruit of the labor of your love in us, which is enlightenment.
enlightenment. May the blessings of the great divine spirit always shine on us.
In love and in light.
Mayari na.
Kaya
In every ritual within the shrine, we strengthen our dedication in serving the Diwata, Anito, and Kanto. So together, let us declare our dedication of service to the glory and honor of the great divinity that is within us all.
ako ay isang lumpiang agama,
Anak
anak ng
ng
bilog
bilog na
na pinagpala.
pinagpala, child of the blessed secret.
Ako ay sisidlan ng lihim na karunungan, hiwaga at kababalaghan.
I am a vessel of the secret knowledge, mysteries, and wonders.
Na siya kong lagi pag-iingatan.
Kapangyarihan ko.
Kapangyarihan ko ay karunungan at kaalaman.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
Na siya kong laging pag-iingatan.
That I will carefully keep.
At sa kapakinabangan ng marami, ito ay aking ilalaan.
And will serve it only to the greater benefit of all.
Sa oras ng pangangailangan, siya ay aking sandigan.
Through it, I can lean on in times of need.
At maging sa panahon ng kalungkutan, ay siya rin ang mga ngaliw na nagbibigay ng lubos na kaligayahan.
Even in times of great sorrow, knowledge and wisdom will comfort me and give me great joy.
Kapangyarihan ay lumalakas.
Power will strengthen
Sa pagyabong ng kaalaman.
when wisdom grows.
At kamangmangan ang napapala ng mga taong pabaya.
And ignorance is the result of for the negligent.
Sa pagpapanata ng saluntiang agama,
In the devotion of Luntiang Agama,
ilalaan ang lubos na pagpapahalaga.
we must spend more value into it.
Sapagkat katuparan ng kahilingan at pagpapala ng kapangyarihan ay ating tunay na matatamasa.
Because the manifestation of our desire and wishes, so as the blessings of power will we truly receive.
Ang bilong na pinagpala ay tahanan ng mga lutiang agama.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Agama.
Kung kaya't ang buhay ko ay pinagpapala.
This is why my life is blessed,
Sapagkat
because
ako
I
ay isang
am a
lutiang
Luntiang
agama.
Agama. Let us now call on the elements of fire by radiating its light unto us to remind of our dedication to the great powers. Eternal flame, light from above, enter here to your holy shrine as we call upon you. Eternal flame, may your brilliant light shine in our life from now and forevermore. Eternal flame, light from our ancestors, may your guidance and grace be with us now and always. Mayari na. Now, the eternal flame is on as the bright moon is shining above us as we honor the celestial lights, which is the moon and the sun, which according to the Tboli Indigenous people of Southern Mindanao, Southern Cotabato in Mindanao, they are our divine parents. But before we dig deeper in knowing the Diwata bulan ng Busaw and Kadawlasang Bad, let us know first who are the Tboli Indigenous people. Okay? Can you tell us, can you tell who are the Tboli people?
Sure, Apo. The Tboli, also known as Tboli, Tboli, and Tagabili, are an indigenous people living in the southern part of Mindanao, particularly in the municipalities of Tboli, Sorala, Lake Cebu, and Polomolo in the province of South Cotabato, and in Maasin, Tiamba, and Maitum in Sarangani. They can also be found in the neighboring provinces of Sultan Kudarat, North Cotabato, and Davao del Sur. There are four major lakes which are important to the Tiboli. Cebu, the largest and the most culturally significant. Siloton, also called Celoton and Celoton. The deepest, Lahit, the smallest, and the Holon. crater lake of Mount Melibengoy in the municipality of Tboli. But Apo, what does the name Tboli means?
Great question, Lakay. According to our research, the word Tibuli is derived from two words, which are the word tao and Bilil. So tao means human and Bilil means heal. So that's why when we combine the word Tao and Bilil or Tiboli, it means they are the people of the hill or slow. However, not all Tiboli live upland. Those inhabiting the shores of the Celebes Sea, the, municipalities of Naito, Kiamba, and Maasin are called the Tiboli Mohim, while those in municipalities of Lake Cebu and Tiboli are the Tiboli Cebu, whereas those who are on the western mountains near the Banobo are the Tao Bilay.
Nice to know that, Apo. But what do we but why do the Tiboli people lives uphill or in the snow?
So nice question, Lakay. No? So according to history, it is believed that the Tiboli were already, to some degree, are agricultural and used them to range the coast up to the mountain. And with the arrival of the later group, they were pushed to the upland during the advent of Islam. So during the 14th century, it is mentioned that the Tibuli and their Ubu Manubo and Bila neighbor resisted the aggressive proselyting of a succession of Muslim warrior peace, which is the best known being Sharif Muhammad Kabungsuan from Johore in the present Malaysia, who established the Sultanate of Mindanao during the 19th and early 19th century.
Okay, so does that mean that the Tiboli has already religion even before Islam, as they claim that Islam were the first religion of the Filipino people?
Yes, Lakay. No? So this proved that Islam is not the first religion of our ancestors. I want to use this opportunity, Lakay, to explain why Anituhan is not considered as a religion nor placed as an option for a religion in some government form, such as applying for police clearance and VI clearance or even passport. No, the reason for this is because religion is organized and is being led by a nominated leader, whereas in Anituhan or Anise, it is a personal path which could be shared into a tribal ways such as of our indigenous people, like the Tiboli people.
So, what is the religion of the Tiboli people?
Oh, that's nice, no? According to the Tiboli people, they believe that all thing has a spirit. This is why in everything they do, they are very careful not to offend them, but instead they give offering to this spirit in order to gain their grace as well as their blessings. So so the supreme deity of the Tiboli people are a couple, which is considered as a divine couple, and they are Kadaula Sambat, which is the sun, and Bulan Namugaw, which is the moon. So according to their story, they have seven children, no, and their children are composed of male and female, which married to each other. So the first one, the eldest one, is named Kumulkul, which has given a cohort or companion of fire, also with a sword and a shield. And Kumulkul is married to her sister named Boy Kahil. No, according to the Tiboli tribe, the title boy is the highest form of honorarium or honorary title that is given to a woman. So it is equivalent to the word bae or woman. No? So the second son of Kadaula Sambad is named Sefeda. No? So and married to the second daughter named Bong Libun. Their marriage produced no offspring that made Sedefa to lose hope that he asked his wife to kill him, and his body becomes the land from which sprouted all plants and trees. So I think when Cepeda also have because Cepeda is infertile, no, was not able to produce son, so he lost hope and was asked and he asked his wife to kill him, instead. But the third son is named Diwata, which married to his two sisters, which are Sedekwe and Yuwel. He requested Kumulkul to grant him power, but this was rejected. Thus, he left with his wife and together. So he left with his wife together with his six children from Sedekwe and seven children from Yuwe, which are Litik, being the god of thunder, Bilanga, being god of stones and rocks, Temelus, god of wild beasts, Totolok, god of death, Ginton, god of liturgy, Lamungot Mangay, god of life and of all glowing things, and Funbolol, god of the mountains. Tuata asked Bonglibon for the body of Sadapa for a place to stay, and Bonglibon agreed on the condition that she could marry one of his sons. And Diwata spared the land and planted the trees and other vegetation, the result of which was the first people were created after the Diwata breathed life into the clay figures made by Yu and Sadek. When Diwata did not fulfill his side of the bargain with Bonglibun because his sons did not want her as wife, Bonglibun married her youngest brother, Dato Binoli. With him, he had six sons, who became the scourges of the earth. And they are named as Fun Kengkel, god of fever, Fun Daspulo, god of head diseases, Fun Lakef, god of colds, Fun Komurga, god of eye affliction, Fun Negas, god of skin disease, and Fun Lalang, god of baldness. To alleviate the damage done by these scourges, the divine couple, Luz Kalagan and Nafun, who is formerly known as Bulan Lamubao and Kataulasan Bad, they assume the role of healers. And the last one, as we have mentioned, no, the youngest son of this the divine couple is known as Dato Bunolim, which is the youngest son of Kataulasan Bad and Bulan Lamubao, who married his brothers, which is Bongibon, that produced them six sons who became the scourges of the earth.
That is nice to know, Apo. But I wonder, how do the Tiboli worship their gods?
Simple, no? So they make offering, and their offerings not only to the gods, but also to everything. As it has been mentioned that the people who believes in everything that exists, there are spirits. So there are spirits, and this spirit might be good or evil, such as the people who believes in the Muhen, which is a bird that is considered to be a god of fate, and whenever they hear the sound of Muhen, it foretells their fortune, and whenever there is a bad omen, one must give cook rice, drink, or a little gift with a plea not to come and foretelling bad omens. So the Tboli people believe in Busaw or evil spirit. So the evil spirit in the time of the Tboli, it was called Busaw, no? So when they have this known, the evil spirit around, they make propitiatory offering known as deso of white chicken or pig to placate or gain favor of this evil spirit. And usually this offering is appreciated like a morally upright others. So in your own words, Lakay, why do you think that people also make offering to Busaw or evil spirit? Do you think that the people are not more sure as more than they think of us? Is it really necessary for us to make offering to Him?
Honestly, offering in the demon is not, it doesn't mean that you are a devil worshiper, because one of the belief here in the Philippines or in our tradition as a Filipino, we don't believe in a demon entity or demon spirit. So we acknowledge the both polarities, the positive and then the good side or good aspect of each spirit. And then most of the time, our ancestors also, they don't offer only for the good spirit, but also to the negative one, because they believe that some of the blockages, especially the sickness and the issues or the problem that they must be encountered in the family, most of that is the negative spirit is also involved. So one of their technique there is they also give some specific offering to that spirit. It's like the battle of the two wolves na if you feed the negative or the bad wolf, they turn into a positive one. And then if you don't feed the positive one, so they turn into a bad wolf. So it's like that. So for me, it's like ano eh, parang if you want to transform the negative energies, you need to send positive or the loving energies so that they can transform it. And then the desire of uh, wanting some or giving some specific uh, offering is a form of a positive energies. Yun. So there's a big possibility na you can transform the negative spirit into positive one if you are willingly na you want to offer them this kind of specific ano, offering like food, flowers, incense, like that.
Thank you, Lakay, no? So that is the very importance of giving or making an offering, especially us here in the Philippines. We believe that illness is brought by the evil spirit or the Busaw. So when we sleep and when our soul get lost during sleep time in the dream world, and sometimes when we wake up, we get sick. And our folk believers believe that our soul has been snatched by this evil spirit. And and most common remedy is to give an offering either of live chicken, pigs, or animals through blood sacrifices. But here, at this point in modern age now, the simple offering that we could give also benefit our soul. Not only our soul, but also our health, no? Because we believe, especially here in Lucianagama, as a church of healing, we believe that we would not separate our body from our soul. So in order to feed the soul, in order for healthy to be in order for our body to be healthy, we also need to have a healthy soul. And praying and and doing ritual and meditation and some other form of spiritual practices can help our spiritual health. No? By giving a healthy spirituality, it can also give us a healthy body. And we are now giving opportunity, a chance to practice your spirituality through giving, no? So you can make an offering and you can transform yourself or even other people, just like the two worlds that is doing battle, no? I believe if you we believe, no, if you feed the bad world, that bad world will be transformed into good world. But if you neglect or you just ignore the bad world, no, and not feeding them, it will really turn bad. So the same thing if you neglect or deprive the good world on feeding, naturally it will starve and probably might change their behavior into bad. So in order to be fair, you have to take care both of them, whether they are good or bad. But your kindness can have transformed them. So at this time and we are giving opportunity and we are very blessed because the Corellian tradition have given us this opportunity to donate our time and our skills and our talent to be here with you right now. And we ask you, if you have any petitions, if you have any requests, just simply click the donate button and give even small amount. And the small amount that you are going to give, will help a lot of people, especially for us that are going to the Parliament for Religion this year, this August. So you can kindly make a donation by going to Corellians.live/donation and give any amount. So aside from giving a monetary support, now you will also avail the services of our tarot readers, of our psychics internationally. Me and Nakai is going to become a reader. One of us, both of us, me and Nakai is going to present or to provide our service to you, the Philippine traditional divinatory method. For me, I'm going to do tawas and luknit, while Lakay is going to do also tawas, no, and also present to him, to everyone, his his developed divinatory method, which is the Sibulan and Lutala, that is using our Philippine Indigenous script. And later on, you are going to see what is our method of definition of our divination as we invoke the blessings of the Diwata. No? So let me just read. So giving a ritual offering has a transformative role in our life. It can change people's lives from being bad into something great. This is why we are now giving opportunity to all our viewers to give an offering by donating pahawa. So by donating to our Teleton, you can make donation by going to corelians.live/donate, which is, I don't think that it's flashing up. But here, no, if you can see, there is this one, another 50 hours magic and community. Just donate at corelians.live. Book a psychic reader at corelians.live readers. No? So, me and Lakay are available to provide you Filipino traditional divination method, which you can see later as we invoke the blessings of the Diwata. Now, let us invoke the blessings of the Dhamma. Lakay, according to Sibulan and Lautala, Mystic Oracle, what does the Diwatang Kadaula Samba brings to everyone?
Okay. So through the Sibulan and Lautana Mystic Oracle, so based on the reading, so I already written or write it down so that I can continuously deliver the messages. So Kadaw na Sambad, the Diwatang Kadaw na Sambad, this energy is more on giving the balance and polarity. So it means we need to acknowledge the two polarities, the good and evil, the bad, the positive and then the negative energies, the male and female, sa light and dark. So it means that if we once acknowledge the two polarities, we are the representator or we are the mediator of these two polarities. So it means we need to maintain the balance of those polarities. And one of the messages and the gift that Kadaula Sambat give to each follower is the movement and go with the flow. So they are the one who give the opportunities, the blessings, and then he is the one who give you the realization on what kind or what things that you need to prioritize in your present situations and in your present life. Kadaula Sambat also help us to be progressive or sometimes they also help us to cut the negative or the unhealthy situations in our life. Kaduwatang Kadaula Lasambad also give us the choices. So it's more on connected to the free will. Now, what do you want to choose and you need to be strong or you need to be wise on picking a choices or making some choices. Diwatang Kadaula Sambad also give us justice and measurement. So it's more on if you do good or positive things, so it's automatically the Diwata gives you the correspondences, blessings on that good deeds. And then he also give us justice. So it means if someone is doing not good in your situations, or let's say, or for example, if someone treat you bad, so based on the Diwata, so you don't need to put your 100% on revenge because there's a natural law that it's automatically na you will get your justice or they will parang and then mapaparusahan.
Punish.
They will be punished by the Diwata itself. And then the Diwata also give us uh, second chances. So it means that if we decided or make a decision that we thought na it's a good for us, but suddenly or after a year, parang we regret it. So the Diwata itself, they offer us a new chapter, a new opportunity to uh, ano ba yung, ano yung maitama? To correct the past mistakes. So that's one of the blessings and gifts of the Diwata. And then the Diwata also is give us to be aware or to be conscious on making a positive connections not only to the specific person but also in our environment, because a good connection also gives us a good and positive uh, opportunity and blessings. Yun. And then the Diwata Kadalasan would also give us uh, new opportunities. So it's like so it's like more on unlimited ideas and beginning.
So for me, I have done paper tawas. If you could see, no, the image of paper tawas, it is like a feasting hand. Although when it is forming, I saw that the Diwatang Kadaunasan Bag is giving us line, giving us a straight line where to walk. No? So he is a path maker. Kadaunasan Bag is a path maker. Like what we have heard from the story of their divine family, they just oversee his kids, but he gave us the opportunity to walk our life. So, Katawan Lasambag will be considered as a God, a liberated God, no? A liberator. But at the same time here, we could see as a closed fist, no? A closed fist. It emphasized that this the image of Katawan Lasambag, no? Emphasized the heart in terms of work. It Kataw na sapat encourage us to use our hand in good things because our hand could do two things. It's either for destruction, in fighting, or in creation. But when it comes to fight, what kind of fight are you fighting? Are we fighting just to destroy, or are we fighting to make life happen on earth? And then at the same time here, it encouraged us to save up, no, to save up, not always like that, no. So we are saving up our time and our effort. So while we are here on earth in this plane of existence, Kadaula Sambat is asking us to evaluate ourselves of how do we spend our life here. Are we spending our time worrying? Are we spending our time in happiness or or whatever factor that we are thinking of? No? I would like to answer the question that I've seen here in our YouTube, no, at Magic TV. Everything I've said, do you consider them myths or ancestors? For us, Eddie, for me, I believe that they are not just a myth, they are our ancestors. And where do you leave the offering? And usually the offering is not left unattended. No? It should be consumed by us because we are part of the divinity and we are also divine creation. And honestly, we are made of encanto. We are also an encanto or enchanted being. No? So if we honor the divinity, let us honor divinity in our body. And leaving an offering somewhere is just a disrespect to the divine energies that belief. For example, di ba, when you do a ritual sacrifices of chicken and 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 pig or animals, they are also divine. You know, it is intended for us to consume, not just the lack of sacrifice. You know? So going back, you know, divine Kadaula Sambat encourage us to know our rights, our responsibilities, duties and responsibilities, and stand for it. And that's why if we are going to know about the Babaylan of the past, which is the witches in our culture in the Philippines, they are also known as a warrior priestess and warrior priest. And the most popular that I know in my life is Babaylan Tamblo, who resisted the new religion. You know? And unfortunately, he was killed together with other Babaylan. But right now, I am so grateful that the Corellian tradition, we met the Corellian tradition, which its main doctrine is not only reason. Though we understand and we acknowledge Corellian tradition is established in America, but through the Corellian tradition and the guidance of Corellian tradition, it encouraged us to dig deeper on our culture and tradition. And we have gladly found the ways of our ancestors through the belief of the Diwata, Anito, and the Encanto. And this is the reason why we also established Wimpia Programa to be a venue, to be a channel of these blessings through the research we have done. And we like now to invoke, because we already have invoked the message of Kadaula Sambal, we are now going to invoke the wisdom and the blessings, Bulan Lamutang, the wife of Kadaula Sambal. But now let us, Lakay, are you ready to channel the message of Bulan Lamutang?
Okay. So for the Diwatang Bulan, the Muguao, it's almost the same of the Kadola Sambat. But the Bulan the Muguao, she's focusing on the person itself. So it's more on uh, the hidden and then the innate abilities and skills of each individual. So the Diwatang Bulan la Muguao, it's more on to know yourself more or to master yourself. Because sometimes we have encounter or sometimes we experience of lacking of self-confidence, so we don't trust ourselves. So the Diwatang Bulan Lamugoa, he is the one who assists us to develop our true self, our innate abilities and skills. And then he also the one who helped us to unleash all of that innate abilities. And then Bulan Lamugoa also give us uh, informations or knowledge on how to protect ourselves. So it's more on parang si Tadwata Bulan is teaching us on making some backup plans so that we can we can be parang we can be flexible enough so that if we fail, so at least we can get another chance automatically. So unlike to the first Diwata na he is teaching us to wait, but the Bulan Lamugwang, he is teaching us to be uh parang to be independent. Then Bulan Lamugwang also teach us or inform us that we are, or all of us is it's per individual, that we are abundant. So it means that we need to look in our inner self what type or what kinds of abundance that we have. So if that is more on spiritual, so we can use that spiritual abundance thing to manifest into the physical wealth or abundance. So it's like that. Because sometimes we as a normal person, sometimes there's a lot of information that we don't know to ourselves. So that's why we need some of the readers or some of the psychic to confirm if we have that kinds of attitude or attributes. So sometimes it's more on confirmation. But the Diwata Bulan Lamuguao, he is the best, it's like confirmatory, tama ba yung verbs, na he or she is giving you clear signs and messages for confirmation. And then Bulan Lamuguao is also connected or cleansing and healing. So if you are suffering some specific illnesses, so call the Bulan Lamuguao. She can assist us.
Actually, when I channeled Bulan Lamukhaw, I saw a butterfly, and this shape have progressed, to form a new one. But at the same time, first is transformation, and the butterfly asks us to keep on transforming herself. It reminds us from our bad life, we become better. And it shows me also again, there was a person that is moving, and it tells me our constant movement and action will lead us to the transformation. And the goddess, Bulan Lamukhaw, have reminded me of where we came from. And the goddess is also telling you to remember where you are right now. Remember where you came from and look at the things that you are doing right now. The goddess is transforming us and help us to bring out our best within us. So don't stop moving. Keep on moving, doing what we want to do, and we will achieve the best things in life. And remember, each moment of our life is an opportunity for us to change. But what kind of change are we bringing into our life? So I hope that this ritual that we have done will touch you and help other people to change as well. So your donation will really help in bringing or in changing life of the people. So next,
So before we end our ritual, so say you.
Kasan. So before we end our ritual, I have to mention that last Friday, actually, have you seen the lunar eclipse? Because here last Friday in the Philippine time, Bakunawa, the ancient dragon, have crossed over our sky and partially covered our moon, causing an eclipse. And through that, Bakunawa have left us this message for everyone. So Bakunawa is an ancient dragon in the Philippines. No? And we consider also the Bakunawa as a god. But some people will see the Bakunawa as an evil god. But at this time, let us hear the message of Bakunawa for everyone. So whenever there is an eclipse, either of the sun or the moon, it is the Bakunawa is coming unto us telling this message. Brothers and sisters, men and women, young and old, we who come from different dimensions, forms of being, path, race, ethnicity, nationality, and religion are all different manifestations of the one divine faith. All are placed into this holy cradle of creation, which is a planet that we call as Mother Earth. Let us be immune first to ourselves and then to one another with understanding and mercy, for none will exist and continue. So this is the message of Makanawa, the ancient Filipino dragon, every time he crosses the sky and threatens our celestial light to disappear. But in reality, he is just a great messenger of our Diwata to remind us to be understanding and be merciful towards one another. Lakay, do you have any message to address to everyone? What are the lessons that the Diwata of the Tboli Indigenous people have shared with you?
So for me, the lessons is more on you need or we need to trust ourselves, and ourself is the connections of the Diwata itself or the divinity. So if we treat ourselves nicely, so it means we are treating also the Diwata, and then uh, learning of our truth, our own reality, like our weaknesses and strongest aspect is also knowing the Duwata, the Duwata's positive and negative attributes. And then one of the uh, lessons that I also learned that you don't need to pick which side, but maintain that you are in the center and maintain the balance of the positive and of the negative, ano, of the negative energies or situations. Because it's like ano eh, the negative will not exist without the opposite energy vibration. So the two polarities is very important, but we need to maintain the balance of it so that it can result a good result or a good outcome. Ayun lang.
Thank you. For me naman, the lessons that I learned from from this ritual, no, the message to Diwata through the history, no. So I have seen here the family of Kadawla Sambat and Bulan Lamukam. So Kadawla Sambat being the Father and God and the Son, which I personally perceive the God as Araw na Sinisina, or in English, as Ray of the Sun. While Bulan Lamukam is the Mother and Goddess of the Moon, which in Tagalog means buwan na tumataknaw, or the moon that gives light. As a supreme divine couple, they have 7 children that marries to each other. And when we bring that situation to this present time, their marital behavior will be considered as incest. Though from one of the children of the divine couple, which is Diwata, the first human being was created, together with his wives and sisters named Yu and Sebek. That make us human beings very precious because three divine beings formed us. Prior to our creation, our planet is sacred too, as it is the body of Siddhartha, which is the second son of the Nagasamba and Bulan Lamukha. Through the short life of Dumatang Sekretan, it reminds me of the Egyptian god of Osiris, who is known as a god of agriculture and also god of death. So going back to the body of Sekretan, became the land, but the Diwata is planted throughout and planted tree that become a planet Earth right now. And each of the children and grandchildren of the divine couple, Katamasambat and Bulan Namukaw, which later on was named as Luz Calagan and Laku, where we go for healing. Through the spiritual belief of the Tboli Indigenous people, it makes me to believe, firmly believe that our early ancestors were animist, as they believe in all things that exist and has spirit, and through prayer and little company, magic can be made. So with all of this, let us give thanks and honor to the God times and share the blessings of the Lord.
Luwalhati at parangal sa dakilang kapangyarihan na lumikha sa atin at sa buong sansimukuban.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumagiyo, kadaw na sambal.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo bulan lang buwang.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumagiyo, kumulkul.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo o ikahil.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumagiyo sa depak.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo buong libon.
Luwalhati at parangal sa iyo, Diwata.
Luwala, luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo sere, wi at yuwi.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumagiyo, dikit, Diwata ang tulong.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo langad luwata ng mga bato.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumagiyo, tema luz, Diwata ng mga mababangis na hayop.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo idolo, diwata ng kamatayan.
Walhati at parangal is niyo, gintong diwata ng mga bakal.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo, lumungot, mangay, diwata ng lahat ng buhay at lahat ng bagay na lumalago.
Walhati at parangal is niyo, kung bulol, diwata ng kabundukan.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo, dato binuling, na bunsong anak ni Nakadola Sambat at Bulan Lamuguaw at tumukop sa balong bong dibon. Sige.
Walhati at parangal is niyo, kung kengkel, diwata ng lagnat. Walhati at parangal is niyo, kung taspulo, diwata ng masakit.
Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo, kung El Kef, duwata ng sipon, sinisipon ako. Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo, kung kamuga, diwata ng masakit sa mata. Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo, kung Blekis, diwata ng masakit sa balat. Luwalhati at parangal ay sumaiyo, kung lalang, diwata ng pagkakakalbo at pagkalugas ng buhok.
O great celestial lights, katawag sa bulan ng which later on was known as Los Calagan and Lacun. You come to us as our great healer. We call upon your holy name and ask for healing. We ask you to heal all our illness. Heal the illness of our body. Heal the illness of our mind. Heal the illness of our soul. Heal the illness of our society. Heal the illness of our community. And heal the illness of our country. At this point, we also ask for healing to our brother Mark, that is in San Diego or San Ramon, California. May you send your healing to brother Mark.
Or as well. Ang mga dakilang diwata ay katatanin ako ay pakinggan. Igawad ang katuparan ng aming kahilingan. Mula sa kailaliman kay babawan at kay taasan mula sa direksyon ng nilalating sila at kanluran. Aking sinasama ang mga dakilang engkanto na taglay ang bawat elemento na aming kailangan. Engkanto ng tubig, engkanto ng lupa, engkanto ng apoy, engkanto ng hangin, aming igawad ang katuparan ng aming kahilingan. Sa bawat pagkakot at bawat kasamahan ng kapatid, igawad ang katuparan, igawad ang kagalingan. Bigyan ng aming panawagan. Ako ang matanong ang ilabay na ng tiyang agad.
May your great healing power reach all the people who are watching this, who exist beyond time and space.
Whether they are watching it now, or have browsed and watch it in the future.
Whether they are watching from all continents in the world, whether in east, south, west, and north.
May all creatures benefit from your wondrous healing touch.
We thank you for all the lessons you have imparted to us, for the healing touch, and for the abundant blessings that we have received.
May you always be near us and hear our prayers when we fall.
For we will be forever your servants, and bringing back the glory of God.
May it part for now.
Until we marry it again,
Mayari na magpaya.
pag-asatin.